you are not annoyed and angry about the state of our country, then something is wrong. If you are in the opposition, stand up today, speak and oppose the ruling power on the issues of policy and governance. If you are in the ruling party, you do know that one day you get out of office and people will hold you by the shirt and the trouser about what you're supposed to do when you're in office. It's enough for us to joke with the lives of Nigerian people. So let's not take Nigeria for a joke. The time to fix the country is now, and we can all do it together.
Hello guys, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Now before I start this video, I want to first of all clap for AKINBALOYE. And why am I doing that? It's simple. Previously, you would agree with me that AKINBALOYE and the channel's television has been always on the diplomatic side to talk about issues with caution and diplomacy. But trust me, in recent times, AKINBALOYE has upped his game. He has become more vocal and less introverted, speaking truth to power always. Yes, in a recent interview that was done just a few hours ago on channel's television, AKINBALOYE spoke truth to power, calling out opposition parties to do their job in ensuring that they constructively criticize the government in power rather than just concentrating on taking over power, if truly they intend to change the narrative of their nation. Yes, I'd like you to sit back and listen to the apt conversation, which was obviously brilliant from one of the guests he had in the studio. But please, intentionally do well to touch the like button because we want such video that is very inspirational and educative to go viral for more people to get to see. Do well to also drop your own thoughts in the comment section. Let's get to know what you think about the words of AKINBALOYE that have sparked reactions on the internet, and we shall continually be here to serve you.
And part of what we wanted to remind our people is that governance is about the people of Nigeria. Do you think there is a realization? Because juicy offices, juicy position, and those are the attraction for public office these days.
Yeah, Professor Sowore at the conference was talking about how we get involved in elite fights and not the things that really should concern us. And the fight for the elite is what? Is about who becomes president, who becomes governor, who becomes what? And so, until this realization, when you were making us not to forget, I was just casting my mind back to say all the cool speeches that people have read in this country. All that has happened is the play around corruption, the abandonment of people's interest, and all of those issues. But those who take over from them, that point that you dragged about learning, what can be learned, is why this conference is holding. The conference is being held, is a learning curve, is a place for conversation that it is time that we are able to come back, reflect, and say, look, we've done 25 years. Yes, quite all right, certain level of progress has been made, but the challenges that continue to be set, our democracy is able or are able to cause a reversal if we don't do something immediately. So the business of opposition and criticism has been outsourced to civil society and the media, and that is why we are inviting the politicians and say, come and take your place. So now
another annoying position is, where are the opposition parties? Because now the Nigerian people need to rise and be the opposition of what they see.
If you saw the Ghana election, you talked about, yes, when you go to the threshold of 52%. No, that's not the challenge. The thing is that you have a party agency that is robust. Party agents that can, from the polling unit, mine results for their political parties. What do you have here? You have transactional party agents who can either sell out their party, and even when they mine those results from the polling units, they have no IREV of their own. There is no political party. You are a veteran in election observation right now. There is no political party that has its own result viewing portal that journalists, media can be invited to say, these are the results that we have collated. But in Ghana, you have party agents who, by the time that even the election was going on, the results that have been mined from the polling unit, the party is already aware of where it is going. So the big challenge is not so much about now making the people the opposition. We did that under the military because there was no vehicle to shadow the government in power. We cannot take that responsibility again. We have to put the leg of the politicians on the fire and their political
So we have a lazy opposition force.
To play that responsibility. I just
they only oppose because of public office, not because of policy.
We are in court because we challenged the appointment of people who have partisan inclination. We are in court. The opposition political parties did not challenge that. They are not bothered about it. You know this more than I do. And so the thing is that opposition has been outsourced to the media. Saying you are not talking enough. Saying you were in a door. You are not speaking about what happened. Did you contest election? Were you in the ballot? Those who were in the ballot, who have responsibility to take on this responsibility, will outsource that responsibility and expect that me and you, and then citizens, citizens should not just be interested in election. Citizens should be interested in governance. And that's where they are in. So who has been elected? You have been elected, play your role. Make sure that this for which you promised that you were going to do if you get elected happens. That is the big challenge for citizens.
And I think to a large extent, calling out the opposition today, look, Nigerians can see through you. And that's a fact. Nigerians see through them. Because the only thing that they are interested in, who becomes the owner of the next seat that is going to be up for contest, not about the resources, which are the policies, governance, the livelihood of the Nigerian people.
See, somebody is governor for 8 years. The place to experiment everything you want done is when you have the position of governor. How free is the party under you in your state? What was the kind of appointments? Okay? Did you allow for internal party democracy in nomination? Did you organize local government election when you held sway? If you organize local government election, what kind of local government election did you organize?
Yes.
You don't leave power and then begin to make demands that you had opportunity
to fix,
and then use force of personal example to begin to show the way, the pathway. The truth is that collectively, we failed the majority of our people in terms of, because hardly will you see anybody in that forum who is a newcomer. They've held positions, some for 8 years, some for 4 years. They've been MDs, they've been ministers, they've been everything. If they did some of the things that, they are today canvassing for, we will not be where we are. But so when you have a conference, the conference is intended to achieve 3 things. One is to ensure that there is some reflection around the executive, the legislature, the political parties, the security system, the civil society space. How we can all galvanize and borrow each other muscle to create the kind of democracy that Nigeria requires. That's what this conference is about.
Interesting. Kudos to you and your colleagues, Otive Buzo of this world, the CDDs. Kudos to you guys for bringing this conversation to the front banner. Opposition, we see you and we see through you. Not only when you want to contest election that you have the voice to speak, that your throat now opens up and like though you just took hot water and you now have clarity of voice. There is a opposition role. Go and Google what it means if you cannot read out and understand what the role of opposition is in a democracy. We will do our job as media. We are not civil society players. Don't take our jobs different. Don't mistake our jobs. We are not. No journalist is a civil rights activist. The rest are the civil rights. They will do their jobs. We are to promote democracy and to report it. And you are not opposition also. If you are in the opposition, stand up today, speak and oppose the ruling power on the issues of policy and governance. If you are in the ruling party, you do know that one day you get out of office and people will hold you by the shirt and the trouser about what you're supposed to do when you're in office. It's enough for us to joke with the lives of Nigerian people.
Some of the people in power we are agents of restructure.
But what happens now?
Okay.
Let's not take Nigeria for a joke. The time to fix the country is now, and we can all do it together. Thank you so much. It's the one for joining us tonight. If you are not annoyed and angry about the state of our country, then something is wrong. We need to come together as a people and have a way for our country.